What is the difference between a wise man and a fool? Is it about knowledge or something more profound? These questions have been pondered by great minds throughout history. One of these was Plato, an eminent philosopher of ancient Greece, whose thoughts and works continue to influence our world today. Plato had a unique perspective on wisdom. He didn't view it as merely an accumulation of knowledge, but as a profound understanding of life, human nature, and the world around us. He believed that wisdom came from self-reflection, critical thinking, and a deep love for learning. His philosophy has shaped our understanding of education, democracy, and even the very nature of reality itself. Today, we're going to explore Plato's understanding of wisdom through some of his most renowned quotes. These pearls of wisdom have endured through millennia, offering insights that are as relevant today as they were in ancient Greece. So, let's dive into the world of Plato's wisdom through his 10 best quotes. Our first quote is about the essence of wise speech. Plato, a pioneering philosopher, once stated, "Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something." This profound quote underscores the significance of having a meaningful message to share before you utter a word. It's a gentle reminder that wisdom is not about how much you speak, but rather, it's about the substance and depth of your words. In essence, wise individuals take a moment to ponder their thoughts, carefully sifting through their knowledge before they decide to voice it out. On the contrary, those who are unwise tend to speak without giving their words much thought, often leading to empty chatter. So, the next time you're about to speak, pause for a moment. Reflect on your thoughts. Are they worth sharing? Do they add value to the conversation? Remember, think before you speak, because your words reflect your wisdom. The second quote takes us to the intersection of learning and thinking. Plato once proclaimed, "He who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger." This profound statement emphasizes the importance of both learning and thinking. It's like a dance, one leading the other back and forth in a perpetual, meaningful rhythm. Learning without thinking, that's akin to collecting puzzle pieces without ever trying to fit them together. Sure, you have the pieces, but the picture remains unclear. On the flip side, thinking without learning, it's like trying to navigate an unfamiliar city without a map. You might walk all day, but you're not likely to end up where you want to be. The essence of this quote is balance. It's not simply about absorbing information or musing on ideas. It's about using what we learn to fuel our thoughts and letting our thoughts guide our continued learning. Therefore, it's not just about learning or thinking, it's about doing both wisely. The next two quotes take us deeper into the world of knowledge and self-reflection. Plato once declared, "True knowledge is in knowing you know nothing." A paradoxical statement, but one that is deeply profound. It's an invitation to embrace humility, to acknowledge that regardless of how much we think we know, there is always more to learn. This is the cornerstone of wisdom, the recognition of our own ignorance. It's not about casting self-doubt or undermining our intelligence, but rather it's about fostering a mindset of perpetual learning, of being open to new experiences, perspectives, and knowledge. This quote also serves as a reminder that wisdom isn't just about acquiring knowledge. It's about understanding our place in the grand scheme of things, about realizing that we are but a tiny fragment of the universe with much to explore and discover. So the wisest of us are those who recognize their own ignorance, those who are unafraid to say, "I don't know," and in doing so, open the door to deeper understanding and insight. Next, we turn to another of Plato's poignant observations. The unexamined life is not worth living. In essence, this quote is a call to introspection, a challenge to reflect on our lives and our beliefs. It's about questioning, about probing deeper into our thoughts, actions, and motivations. It's not enough to just exist, to go through the motions of life without ever stopping to contemplate why we do the things we do, why we believe what we believe. This quote tells us that a life lived without self-reflection is a life lived on the surface, devoid of depth and meaning. To examine our life is to engage with it fully, to confront our fears, our desires, our failures, and our triumphs. It's about finding purpose, about shaping our destiny through conscious thought and deliberate action. So to truly know something, we must first accept that we know nothing, and to live a fulfilling life, we must dare to examine it. The The following quotes explore the themes of necessity and our social nature. First, let's delve into the wise words of Plato. Necessity is the mother of invention. It's a simple saying, yet it holds profound truth. This quote tells us that when we're faced with challenges and obstacles, that's when our creative juices truly start to flow. Necessity, the need for a solution or a better way, is what drives us to innovate, to invent, and to push the boundaries of what is possible. It's in these moments of struggle and necessity that our minds become a fertile ground for the seeds of invention to take root. It's a reminder that adversity is not something to shy away from. On the contrary, it's the very thing that propels us forward, igniting the spark of creativity within us. Now, let's shift gears to the social aspect of our existence. Remember the quote, "Man is a social animal." Our friend Plato was onto something when he said this. Humans, by nature, are inclined to form relationships and live in communities. We are wired for connection, for interaction. We thrive in the company of others, in the sharing of ideas and experiences. The bonds we form, the communities we build, these are not just byproducts of our existence. They are essential, intrinsic parts of it. Our social nature is what makes us human, what sets us apart. It's a testament to our need for one another, to the interdependence that is woven into the fabric of our being. So in the face of necessity, we innovate. And in our inherent sociality, we find connection, meaning, and purpose. These two aspects, though seemingly different, are intertwined, because it's in the collective solving of problems, in the shared necessity, that we truly tap into the power of our social nature. And it's through our social interactions, our shared experiences and ideas, that we find the inspiration and the drive to innovate. Thus, necessity breeds innovation, and our social nature is an intrinsic part of our existence. Scene script. Plato also had profound insights on creativity and education. Delving into the realm of creativity, Plato asserts, only a free mind can be creative. On the surface, it's a simple statement, but there's depth to be explored. A free mind is unshackled, unhampered by preconceptions or societal norms. It is willing to challenge the status quo, to question and to redefine. It's the fertile soil where seeds of innovation take root, where new ideas flourish. Creativity, in Plato's view, is not a product of rigid thinking, but the fruit of intellectual freedom. But how does one cultivate a free mind? It's here that Plato's thoughts on education come into play. He observes, education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. This is a vivid metaphor, a stark contrast to the traditional view of education as a process of transferring information. Plato reframes education as the ignition of curiosity, the spark that sets the mind ablaze. In this light, education becomes less about memorizing facts and more about engaging with ideas. It's about learning to think, to question, to explore. The teacher's role, then, is not to pour knowledge into passive vessels, but to stoke the fires of intellectual curiosity. It's about helping students develop their own understanding, to kindle their own flames. Plato's perspective on education is an invitation to rethink how we approach learning. It's a call to move beyond passive reception of knowledge, towards active engagement. It's about nurturing a love for learning that empowers students to seek knowledge, to question, and to grow. So, in essence, a creative mind is a free mind, and true education is not about filling minds with information, but igniting the spark of curiosity. To paraphrase Plato, it's about kindling the flame, not filling the vessel. So, for a mind to be truly creative, it must be free, and education should spark curiosity, not just provide information. Our final quotes touch upon the pitfalls of knowledge and the beauty of learning. Plato warned us of the greatest enemy of knowledge, stating, "The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge." This profound statement reminds us to remain humble in our quest for understanding. It's all too easy to fall into the trap of thinking we know it all, when in fact there's always more to learn. Now, the final pearl of wisdom from Plato. I am a lover of learning, and therefore am a lover of wisdom. Here, Plato beautifully encapsulates the joy and passion that comes with the pursuit of learning. It's this love for learning that leads us towards wisdom, encouraging us to never stop seeking, questioning, and growing. So remember, the greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, but the illusion of knowledge, and a true lover of learning is a lover of wisdom. Plato's wisdom is timeless and profound. We've delved into 10 of his most impactful quotes, each shedding light on a unique facet of human existence. From the importance of thoughtful speech to the intricate dance between learning and thinking, Plato's words invite us to engage in a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. His teachings remind us that we are social beings, driven by necessity and invention. He emphasizes the value of a free mind capable of creativity and innovation. Plato's vision of education as a flame kindled rather than a vessel filled challenges us to approach learning with an active, inquisitive mind. But perhaps the most poignant takeaway lies in his final words, a call to humility, a recognition of the illusion of knowledge, and an ode to the love of learning. Wisdom, as Plato sees it, is an ongoing journey, not a destination. So the next time you seek wisdom, remember these words of Plato. If you enjoyed this journey through Plato's wisdom, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more insightful videos. Thank you for watching.